Hi Cancer, my lunar brothers and sisters. Welcome to your week ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book your personal reading with me, you can do so on the website addressed below. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you, or shall I say us, on our paths to our highest vibrational good. So let's see what's going on with our moon sign energy, or with the lunar, just with Cancers in general, sun, moon or rising. It's my lunar sign. All right, so we've got the Justice card. This is a card of commitments, choices, decisions, and pacts. Now, as a Destiny card, this could be something that you're looking at this week. Now, if it is sort of like a longer term, business contract of some sort, this is probably not a great week for it. Remember, Venus goes retrograde on the 13th, and I think Jupiter also goes retrograde on the Jupiter's already retrograde, and on top of that, Saturn will be going retrograde and eventually stepping back into the sign of Capricorn. So whatever it is this week that you are being asked to commit to, I would think long and hard about it, right? The reason I say that is because the Justice card can, it can be those things where you have to sign a contract, where you're putting your name on the dotted line. And sometimes when you sign a contract, especially when it comes up with the Justice card, this can be something that's around for a long time to come. So with so much retrograde energy or planets, it's time for you to really think about what you're committing to. Now, if you're just doing sort of the research and all of the legwork around it, that's great. That's a good energy, right? It's a perfect time to use those things, but maybe not necessarily moving ahead with anything this week. Your direction card, to give it context, is the King of Wands, right? Now, this is nice because you've got the King of Wands as a person, fire sign, usually a fire sign male, but can be a fire sign person. So Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. Now, as a direction card, your King of Wands is about where you need to be seen. It's about where you need to present yourself to the world in some way, shape, or form. This is about you needing to be seen. Coupled here with the Justice card. This could be a week where somebody approaches you. It may be where somebody wants to work with you. Maybe somebody wants to put you forward, or maybe somebody wants to present you in some way, shape or form. Now, remember what I said, because it comes through the guise of the Justice card, you need to be really, really sure that this person is all above board, right? That whatever it is that's being offered to you is as good as it says it is. And my advice to you is, if you can, get a second opinion. If you are committing yourself to launching something this week, just consider that you might have to retract or redact it and then put it back out again. It just doesn't feel like a week for it, I gotta say. And you guys know me, this is my moon sign, so I'm not going to tell you anything that I wouldn't do for myself. All right, for your insight card of what's making its way in, what is the energy behind the scenes, or working with or against you? It's the Queen of Wands, right? So this could be a fire sign woman or a fire sign person. This is a lot of fire, right? Because you've got the highest expressions of the suit here, the King and the Queen. Now, the Queen of Wands, this is about where you need to reaffirm your boundaries. It's where you need to draw a line. For some of you, this may take for some of you, this may take a legal slant. For some of you, this might be paperwork that needs to be filed. It may be just, maybe it's just a conversation that you have to say, you know what, I'm not comfortable with that, or I don't want to do it. But it does look like this week, Cancer, you will be having a feisty sort of conversation. It may be something that kind of takes you to a point. Now, the thing is, everybody talks about Cancerian energy, it's nourishing and nurturing and warm and stuff. Yeah, it really is. But on the other side of it, It can be, it can be quite intense and quite harsh, and especially when it's, because think about, everyone says that Cancer is a protective sign. When you think about Cancer, it's like, nurturing, nourishment, motherhood, and all of that sort of stuff. Have you ever seen a mother defend her child? Oof. That is, you're talking about a very dangerous being. So it does look like this week you are summoning some of your, not necessarily even your courage. This week it might be that you're summoning some of the harsher, harder sort of aspects of your character. It does look like this week you're going to have to either shut someone or something down. It's really interesting because as I'm recording this morning, a very similar message came through in an email, in the daily email that I put out. This is a week for you to really be very clear on what you're willing to give, what you're willing to do, what you are able to do, and not that you would embellish, but don't. And it's also a week for you to really put someone in their place. If it needs to be done, speak your truth and ultimately do everything above board. This week, give no quarter. All right, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week as best as you can. Let me know if it's not too personal in the comments how this shapes up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.